Next, let's queer up politics. Key West drag queen Erika Rose runs for office to unseat Republican state representative. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has positioned himself as an unapologetic culture warrior by attacking LGBTQ-inclusive education and whining about the woke left. The Republican presidential hopeful's zealous drive to roll back protections for trans and queer folks in Florida has turned the state into a breeding ground for right-wing policies. It's a political arena that Michael Travis, who performs as the fabulous Erika Rose, is navigating as she tries to unseat incumbent state representative Jim Mooney, a two-term Republican who represents Florida's House District 120 in Key West. If she wins, Rose could become the first openly performing drag queen in the history of Florida's state legislature. She tells PinkNews that Florida politics must be truly absurd if a drag queen is running for office. Rose decided to run for office after traveling to the state capitol in Tallahassee among hundreds of other performers and LGBTQ+ advocates to protest against Florida's anti-drag bill, SB 1438, in April. Erika Rose says Florida politicians have ignored the real issues residents face, including housing market troubles, the reef system dying, and reassuring LGBTQ+ tourists it's safe to visit the state despite this hostility. Rather, they are using their time to attack drag queens and trans folk. Oh, Erika, what a breath of fresh air. I'm loving all of these stories. And me and Faye talk. Usually drag queens run away from politics. Yep. And like she said, Florida politics must be observed if you have a drag queen running into politics in order to save our state.
But you know what? I don't want to downplay that. And I don't want to call it absurd that she's running. Okay. I don't think it's absurd that a drag queen is running. All right. Drag queen and trans women have been at the forefront of every single protest that we've done since the beginning of time. Exactly. So, you know, Scott Galvin, right? Our friend from Safe Schools, right? He told her if she needs any help, he will help her. Okay. He will help guide her. She's got some really good people in her corner. All right. So let's not just say it's absurd and you have no chance of winning. Hey, listen, there is no boundaries to what an LGBTQ+ person can do, Miss Rose. All right. Gets to step in, get the people you need, gets those votes and get this fool out of office. What a wonderful thing to have one of our own as the first drag person in the state legislature. That would be incredible.
You know, a couple of thoughts from my seat. First off, you talk about absurd and you talk about absurd. You know what is absurd in this story, and I didn't know it until Erika Rose announces running, that there was a two-time Republican representing the city of Key West.
Right.
That's what's
weird,
absurd.
right? That's true.
So if we're going to talk about absurd, let's talk about that. Key West is one of the most progressive, I'm not saying gay, is one of the most progressive communities in America.
Yeah.
They deserve better than a two-time Republican Jim Mooney representing House Seat 120 in Key West. Now we're keeping our eye on Key West and House Seat 120, which we're probably going to talk about now a dozen times at Queer News Tonight between now and next November. That's what's absurd. The other thing that I think is interesting, I have absolutely no idea what the policies of drag queen Erika Rose are and what she is going to say in terms of how she is going to represent Key West and contrast to Representative Jim Mooney. But that doesn't matter. What really matters is representation. Representation matters. The mere fact that the drag queen Erika Rose is running in Key West says, wait, things have gotten so strange, we're going to have to elevate our conversation in an entirely different way. Bing, that's exactly what she does. And I think the conversation and the added voice of a drag queen in Key West is the perfect opportunity to do that, to challenge this Representative Jim Mooney. And maybe there are other people, other Democrats that are running that will that Erika Rose will get support from, or she will support to secure that seat. One other last thing that I think is really beautiful, when we talk about activism and the value of activism. This story is all about that.
Yeah.
Because Erika Rose says, and I compliment all of the people that were participated in the drag march on Tallahassee. Faye and I that night showed the video of them chanting in the hall of the Capitol about DeSantis has got to go. This is motivated by Erika Rose traveling on a bus for 15 hours to get to the Capitol to do that drag march into the Capitol to say enough is enough. To all of my friends on Wilton Drive, the privileged white gay guy voice that says, oh, what can we do? This drag queen did it.
Yeah.
And it should be motivating to us that activism can come in all kinds of ways as long as we make the commitment to do it. And that's what Erika Rose did. Girl, we're cheering you on.
Yes, we are.
We are Queer News Tonight, the world's first and only live daily LGBTQ+ evening news show, brought to you from Happening Out Television Network. We operate in the same model of PBS and NPR, but for the LGBTQ+ community. We educate, inform, and entertain by supporting the 10 pillars of our LGBTQ+ community, with more than 100,000 a week watching us on Roku, Apple Television, and other channels. To keep the story going, we accept donations with 100% transparency. Stay updated and live authentically with Queer News Tonight.